We're going to talk about sharp, pointy things. I have this magazine here to give you kind of an indication for how big things are. Often it's a little bit difficult to tell how big a knife is in relation to another blade if there's no reference. So figure everybody's got an AR magazine. This one's got Washington crossing the Delaware on it, but that'll give you a good indication for how long a particular blade is in relation to that magazine. So often we get asked about defensive knives in our recommendations for one knife versus another. Really what it comes down to is how serious a person is. If you think that there might be someday a problem, then something like this guy, that little Urban Edge, would probably be just perfect. These come with a little chain. It's easy to loop that chain around your neck or to have a little bit of paracord to run through these eyelets to make a belt attachment. There's different attachment types that you can get, but this is a comparatively small pocket knife sized blade that would work really well as a defensive tool. If there is a known issue that you are preparing for, something more on the lines of the SafeMaker would be excellent. They have a SafeMaker 2 that's a little bit different dimensions, but this is getting into serious defensive capability here. So different blades for different purposes. Generally speaking, you want your knife blade to be about 4 inches long or longer for a truly defensive purpose, which this one is. That 4-inch length is not arbitrary. That comes from a lot of research from a lot of different organizations, and that's kind of the minimum that you need to be effective in a defensive situation. I'm trying to not be graphic on Instagram. And then similarly, if that doesn't do it for you, you need something a little bit more robust, then there are different solutions for every conceivable issue that you might have. This Bowie is a 6-inch blade. I've added a paracord wrap to mine and a different clip so that I can carry this appendix when I'm out in the forest. As you can see, I use this pretty regularly. It goes with me most places. This is not just a defensive tool, although it is very pointy. It's got a pretty thick spine. So this would work well for any kind of creatures or anybody trying to do me harm, but mostly I chop down trees and prepare food with this guy. But it works for a lot of different situations, and it's not too difficult to conceal a 6-inch Bowie knife in the appendix position. So oftentimes I'll carry this in conjunction with my firearm.